Jay, when Westbrook has the ball, you know you can expect magic on the floor. The question everybody is trying to answer, can Russell Westbrook lead the Thunder to the promised land?
He can, but he needs to take his game to new heights, and that comes with leadership. Everybody knows that he's a triple-double waiting to happen each and every night. He's done that consecutively for 2 years now in the NBA, the only player in the history of the league to do so. He's that fantastic of the player. I love the passion he plays with Ed, but he needs to get his teammates way more involved. When you have a guy like Paul George or Carmelo Anthony, you have to make them better. Look how CP3 and James Harden, Eric Gordon, Ryan Anderson, Clint Capella, they all make each other better. There's something missing chemistry-wise from the Thunder.
Man, are these two franchises invariably linked. Harden goes from Oklahoma City to Houston. Carmelo Anthony wanted to land in Houston. He gets traded by the Knicks to Oklahoma City. Go figure.
And I'll be willing to say this too, Ed. I think Carmelo Anthony would be a way better player if he were playing for the Rockets than him playing for OKC right now.
Tyson Chandler sends it away. Tyson Chandler with the block. Count it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
It's in the hands of Harden. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball.
He sent that one to the third row.
That's impressive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Harden had to force that one, but it's no good. Beyond the arc for three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Oklahoma City's got it. Fires the three. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Harden with it up top. Right now, down 7. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Screen.
Butler had to force that one, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
It's Rockets' ball. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. It's good.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
You can count that one a 4-point play. It's Russ at the controls. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. 4-3. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Knocked loose. Rockets recover. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Houston with the basketball. Here comes the screen. For 3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
I got ball. I got ball. This is all me.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Thunder in command of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. Rivers into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Rockets get it back. Harden won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Tough shot. He hits.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Gordon with it. Down a bundle. Harden had to force that one, but it's no good. Here's a chance from long range. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Rivers with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Harden.
Shut up, shut up.
Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
And now Houston has the basketball. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It stays with Houston. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Westbrook. Off the mark. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Westbrook with the basketball. His guys down big. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
With a drop step. That one's going to be out of bounds. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. With the basket after a nice drop step.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oklahoma City ball. From long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Russell Westbrook steps into it. Add 2 points to the board.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. Knocked loose. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And he finishes at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Thunder with the basketball. Fire. Fires the three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Beyond the arc for three. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Fires the three. Had to force that one, but it's no good. And a putback slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Knocked loose. Here's LeBron for two. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Hey, match up. Hands up. Hey, double screen.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Thunder with the basketball. Lets it fly from long range. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Slams it home on the putback.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Knocked loose. Thunder have it. 4-3. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Thunder certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
OKC ball.
Trap this. Come on, we got this.
Offensive board. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
It's a big finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Harden. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
He got it off in time, but that shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Visit our team's website for more details.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Flushes it home. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Harden. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
The shot, almost. Rockets have the ball. It's Westbrook. And the Thunder with the rebound.
Come on here. Come on. Let's go. Y'all know what time it is.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. The Thunder have the possession. Not that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
You can register at our team website for more details.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Rockets, number 10.
Knocked loose. Thunder have it. Here's a chance from long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Picked up by the Thunder. And that one is out. Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
From long range, and knocks it down. And, Jay, the system produces once again.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Knocked loose.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Hey, spread the floor, spread the floor. I got him.
He throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Westbrook across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Marcus Smart slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Russ at the controls. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Fires the three, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy.
Thunder have it. Throws it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
It's Westbrook. Doesn't get the bounce.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Westbrook into the front court. Down a bundle. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jack.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Nope, first one does not go. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. The follow won't go.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And he hits. Long key from three-quarters court, 3/4 down, and a nice cushion for the Thunder. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game, shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Oklahoma City's got it. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down big. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Fires the 3. Is good.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Knocked loose. Picked up. Won't go. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
4-3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Ah, rocking the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Through 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Nene with the dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Oklahoma City ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, that's how it's done.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
LeBron James tips it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Substitution being made in this one. Harden had to rush that one, and it's no good. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And a putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both.
Way to hit, way to hit.
Knocked loose.
I'll take
Thunder
that.
have it. From long range. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. And count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
The assist from number 30.
And a nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Not that time.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Slam dunk.
And easy 2, get back on defense.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good. From 18 feet at the buzzer. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA.
The Thunder put on a show in a blowout. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Rockets did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Game track. Defense.
The Oklahoma City Thunder put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2.